So, welcome back. Let's see, where are we now? So, I'm working on the Model A. I got rid of a bunch of wiring I didn't need. And a little green light on the GPS speedometer is lit, so that means it's charged. Let's see, hopefully I can get it up and running. So I noticed that the voltage was down on the battery on this. It was only about 12.5 volts when it was running. So I came around and put my tester on it, and my tester was jumping from 13.85 to 0.50 to 13. It was like it was arcing. Something was arcing somewhere. So I started tracing it out, and I went back to looking at some things I had done, and I wasn't sure if that was it or not, and I tested them. They were fine. Nothing had gone to ground. But I think the brushes, I think I've got a set of brushes in the alternator that have worn through or are going to ground. And I'm not sure what's in there for a alternator other than it's a mid 70s to early 80s Ford alternator. More than likely, it kind of looks like a, let me get a light on it. Kind of looks like a, yeah, it's definitely been a rebuild, but it kind of looks like it's one from Torino, Granada, Mustang, something like that. Not a truck starter or alternator, that's for sure. They're pretty common. I measured the bottom mount. It's 3 inches. That's generally Mustang, LTD, something like that. So I'm going to take it off and check it. But before I do that, I ran up. This is the voltage regulator was on it. Excuse me. This is the voltage regulator was on it. Solid state. Well, one of the trucks I purchased has a new alternator, new voltage regulator. That's that mid 70s Ford F100 that we're going to use for the rat rod build for my brother. And it's got a 6-cylinder in it. The alternator looks the same. It's just clocked different. I could change the clocking on it if I wanted to, but I think I'll probably leave that alternator on the little 6-cylinder that's in there, so when I tear it out, it stays complete. Or again, I may go up and tear it apart. Oh, hey, yeah, we're not at the shop. We're at shop number 2. This is the two bay out behind my house. My house over there. Right there. 66 is down here. Mustang, the old 3 Mustangs in the garage there, and my wife's Jeep. And lawn tractor. Now, it snowed this week, but I mowed. I mowed the lawns. First time. Mowed and trimmed. I got some winter kill from this place where I reseeded last year. I put some more grass seed down. I got plenty of it. I'll rake it up and put some grass seed in there right off. But yeah, so that's where we are. So I'm gonna change that regulator, and I'm going to start it back up and see if that makes it charge. And maybe I had a bad regulator. That's what it was bouncing around for. I have seen that. Generally, it's the alternator and the brushes. So hey, just another thing. Let's talk about this. So a couple weeks ago, my brother called me and he said, "Hey, you want some old cabinets for your garage?" And I said, "Yeah." And so a fellow he knows had a garage that he bought a bunch of stuff out of, and these old Napa, I guess they were for brakes. It says right on them. Napa disc drum brake service. Rely on service for your safe brakes. I'm not sure how old these Napas are, but so we went up, did a little negotiation. He bought them, and then I talked to him to sell them to me. So when we went up, he bought them, and I went along for the ride and helped him. But yeah, they're kind of cool. The bottom one, the door's beat a little bit on it, but I want to get some time to work them out a little bit. It's in the hinge, but I don't even know if I'm going to clean them up. I kind of like them the way they are. I started cleaning the main door, and then decided that I wasn't going to. What's that? Ford 4-wheel drive front brake hose, 20-inch steel line. Not funny, somebody put a note to themselves. But the tops are pretty good. So, yeah, just some more shelving down here. I don't need it up the garage, but, you know, for the price, I couldn't pass it up. And it's just old. I would say probably 70s or 80s. Old for some people, not so old for me, but. And yeah, I got a messy bench down here also, so that just kind of follows me no matter where I go. The messy benches. Couple carburetors. That's that Elderbrock that I bought. That is, I don't know. It was brand new, but it could have been a rebuilt one for all I know. I've had problems with it ever since I had it. I did the floats over, had to rejet it, and I still couldn't keep it from dumping fuel inside the carburetor. So that's going up there. That big old Holly. They're gonna stay there. Did I ever tell you? I got a Model A Roadster. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'll bring it back after I put that in, and we'll see if it's charging. So stay tuned. I'll be back soon.